Hey, it's Jana from The Last Stitch. Here I am, surrounded by some of my me-made cardigans, because if there's one thing I love to sew, that is cardigans. I think I've lost count on how many cardigans I've made over the years. But today I will take you on a tour showing some of my me-made cardigans. First up is my latest make, a crooner classic cardigan made of organic wool in a red color that is absolutely spectacular. And this is actually based on a ready-to-wear cardigan from the British brand People's Tree. Next time though, I'll tweak the fit a bit, but overall I'm really happy with how it turned out, and it's one of my current cardigan favorites. And this cardigan, it has been a staple in my wardrobe for around 7 years and I still love it. The velvet ribbon fastening is actually inspired by the frog closures on Chinese jackets, and the pin pattern color and the yoke I think gives the cardigan a dressier look, even though it's actually made out of super casual organic cotton sweatshirt fabric. And this is another wardrobe staple that I made. It was inspired by the classic 50s cardigans that, you know, had 4 suede in the front, and then the sleeves and the back piece was made out of wool or acrylic rib. But in my updated version I use corduroy instead, and the knit is a heavy cotton lily rib. And here is the oldest cardigan of the bunch. This one I was inspired by a cardigan from J. Crew that had ties and visible seams, and I normally don't use visible seams much, but this I think really elevates the design. And I also added some pockets that are attached in the seams, and as you can see, the vintage button shows some wear and tear, but I still wear this cardigan regularly. And this blue wool rib cardigan with ties, well, it's a continuation of my grey cardigan, but this one has no visible seams, and I also made some tweaks. The round pockets edges, in fact, are actually covered with fold over elastic, and well, I think that was a pretty nifty idea that I might repeat in the future. And last but not least, this is the only cardigan in my current cardigan collection that is actually made from a commercial pattern and not drafted by me. The pattern is from the Burdastyle magazine, and it has some really flattering bust girders. I'm not sure if you can see them, but they really elevate the bust area. But due to lack of fabric, well, mine looks a bit different from the original. For instance, I added ribbing which the Burdastyle pattern doesn't have. So those were some of my favorite me-made cardigans, because we don't have to knit in order to make nice looking cardigans. And if you want to make cardigans yourself, I can recommend you to check out my blog, where I've done a roundup of patterns for round neck cardigans, and also I got several tutorials regarding how to sew your own cardigan, including buttonholes, ribbing, all that kind of stuff. So that's all there if you want to learn more on how to make your own cardigans. And if you want to see more videos from me, well, please hit subscribe, and until next time, bye bye.